Chapter number 5, Periodic Classification of Elements. Hello students, how are you all? Hope all are doing well. In this video lecture, we are going to talk about the modern periodic table. It all started with this guy, Henry Moseley. In 1913, he showed that the atomic number of an element is a more fundamental property than its atomic mass. As you have learnt, Mendeleev's periodic law states properties of elements are fundamental functions of their atomic mass. Now Moseley tweaked this law and gave the modern periodic law, stating properties of elements are periodic functions of their atomic number. Voila! How original, Henry! So now you are aware about the modern periodic law. Let's talk about the chronology of classification of elements. It all systematically started with Dobereiner. As you all know, in the year 1817, Johann Dobereiner presented triads, and he inspired John Newlands, who gave the law of octaves in the year 1866. But we are aware that both these classifications had their fair share of limitations. Later, in 1869, Dmitry Mendeleev surprised many by classifying all the 63 elements available back then into a periodic table, which laid a very strong foundation for the modern periodic table. This classification was also published in a German journal in 1872. And finally, the modern periodic table. It was presented by Henry Moseley in the year 1913. Up till now, we have discussed quite a few details about the modern periodic table. Like, it was given by a scientist named Henry Moseley in the year 1913. Now, the periodic law given by Henry Mendeleev, Henry Moseley, is properties of elements are a periodic function of their atomic number. Atomic number is represented by the symbol Z. It is nothing but the number of protons present in the nucleus of an element. If you arrange elements in the ascending order of their atomic number, definitely the atomic number increases by 1 unit. That means, think about hydrogen, its atomic number is 1, helium's atomic number is 2, lithium is 3, beryllium is 4, boron is 5. So basically the atomic number increases by 1 unit. Or in other words, you can say hydrogen has got 1 proton in its nucleus, helium has got 2 protons, lithium has got 3 protons, and so on. But if you compare this to Mendeleev's periodic table, it was based on atomic mass. The difference between two consecutive elements of their atomic mass was haphazard. But here, there is a regular, constant difference between two consecutive elements. Moseley followed two rules in order to arrange elements in the modern periodic table. One was to arrange elements in the increasing order, that is ascending order, of their atomic number. And another one was keeping the elements with similar properties in the same group. That means he'll keep on arranging elements in the ascending order of their atomic number, and whatever elements are found to have similar properties will be placed one below the other. So because of this, the prediction of properties can be made precisely. As you know, elements belonging to same group, they have similar properties. So definitely prediction of properties becomes easy. Now let us brush up the modern periodic table and see how fast and how precise we can write it. This is the layout of the modern periodic table. It is made up of 18 columns, which are known as groups, and 7 horizontal rows known as periods. In video lectures 1, 2 and 3, we saw the mnemonics to remember this entire periodic table. During the video lecture today, I will be providing cards so that if you want to brush up your skills, you can visit that videos one more time. So without wasting much time, let us go with the mnemonics and write down the entire periodic table. The mnemonic to remember the first group was H, Li, Na, Ki, Rab, Se, Faryad. Elements are hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. Second group is Beta, Mange, Car, Scooter, Baap, Razi. Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. Let us come to group 13. The mnemonic to remember group 13 is Bangan, Aloo, Gajar, In, Thela, Nikal. Boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium, nihonium. The mnemonic to remember group 14 is Kaun, Si, Geeta, Sneha, Prabha, Falguni. Carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead, flerovium. The mnemonic to remember group 15 is Na, Pi, Aise, Sabke, Beach, Mein. Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth, moscovium. The mnemonic to remember group 16 is O, style, Se, Tepo, Likho. The meaning is oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium, livermorium. For 17th group, the mnemonic is Fir, Kal, Bahar, Ai, Auntie, Teri. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine, tennessine. The mnemonic to remember group 18 is Hina, Nina or Karina, zero pe, run out. The meaning is helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, oganesson. Alright, now we would write D block elements. D block elements we remembered period wise. So for period 4, the mnemonic was science, teacher, very, clever, man, I, could, not, cut, zinc. Meaning is scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. The mnemonic to remember period 5 is Yari, Zara, Nibhana, Maut, Tak, Rukavat, राह में पड़े अगर कोई. Yttrium, zirconium, niobium, molybdenum, technetium, ruthenium, rhodium, palladium, silver and cadmium. Period 6. La, Hafta, Varna, Rehan, Osama, इरफान, पीटेंगे और हंसेंगे. लेंथेनम, हाफनियम, टेंटेलम, टंगस्टन, रहनियम, ऑस्मियम, इरिडियम, प्लेटिनम, गोल्ड, मर्क्यूरी. And the last one is period 7. अकेले, आरडी, शर्मा की बुक में है मैथ्स के difficult, rough calculations. Actinium, Rutherfordium, Dubnium, Seaborgium, Bohrium, Hassium, Mitnerium, Darmstadtium, Röntgenium, Copernicium. Alright? So we have remembered S block elements as well as P block elements and D block elements. Group 1 and 2 are known as S block elements. Group 13 to 18 are known as P block elements. Group 3 to 12 are known as D block elements. And lanthanoid and actinoids are known as F block elements. Now, let us complete this periodic table of lanthanoids and actinoids. First of all, lanthanoids. The mnemonic was Selena, Preeti, Nandini, Simmi, Pammi, Europe, Gaye, Tab, Diarrhea, Hua, Idhar, Tomato, Yellow, Blue, Cerium, Praseodymium, Neodymium, Samarium, Promethium, Europium, Gadolinium, Terbium, Dysprosium, Holmium, Erbium, Thulium, Ytterbium, Lutetium. Now we'll talk about actinoids. थोड़े, पहलवान, उनसे निपटेंगे, पुराने, आम, कम, बिकेंगे, completely, educated, family, made, no lethargy, thorium, protactinium, uranium, neptunium, plutonium, americium, curium, berkelium, californium, einsteinium, fermium, mendelevium, nobelium, lawrencium. So today you make a layout of this modern periodic table and try to complete it as soon as possible and see in what time can you complete modern periodic table with no or minimum mistakes. And in the comment section below, write down the time which you took to complete the modern periodic table. Having memorized the entire modern periodic table, we need to identify how is modern periodic table superior to Mendeleev's periodic table. Actually, as you know, Mendeleev's periodic table offered the basis to the modern periodic table. Here, I have listed certain limitations of Mendeleev's periodic table on the left side of the screen and how modern periodic table solves the problem has been listed on the right side of the screen. So let us discuss all the limitations of Mendeleev's periodic table one by one. The first limitation of Mendeleev's periodic table was certain elements which were heavier were placed ahead of lighter elements. This has happened many times in Mendeleev's periodic table that heavier elements were placed ahead of lighter elements. Like here, for example, cobalt and nickel are mentioned. Cobalt is actually heavier with atomic mass 58.9 unit, while nickel is lighter with atomic mass 58.7 unit. But still, cobalt is placed ahead of nickel. Now, this actually is considered a limitation of Mendeleev's periodic table. How is this problem solved in the modern periodic table? Still, cobalt, according to modern science, is heavier than nickel. But the problem is solved because modern periodic table does not give importance to atomic mass, but it arranges elements in the ascending order of their atomic number. Cobalt's atomic number, as you know, is 27, while nickel's atomic number is 28. So here 27 is less than 28. Correct order of atomic number is maintained. Therefore, this problem is automatically solved. The second problem of Mendeleev's periodic table was the position of isotopes. Actually, isotopes are the atoms of same element with same atomic number but different atomic mass. Here I have mentioned two isotopes of chlorine. One is chlorine 35, another one is chlorine 37. Now what was the problem in Mendeleev's periodic table? The problem was, actually Mendeleev said arrange the elements in the ascending order of their atomic mass. So if you were to arrange chlorine in the ascending order of their atomic mass, then chlorine 35 should precede chlorine 37. But he also said that the elements with similar properties should be placed in the same group. That means chlorine 37 should be placed just below chlorine 35. So whether to place chlorine 35 and 37 one over the other, or we should place them side by side, that was the problem in Mendeleev's periodic table. Now how is this problem solved in the modern periodic table? Actually, modern periodic table does not give importance to atomic mass, but it gives importance to atomic number. So as you know, isotopes, even though they have different atomic mass, they have same atomic number. As their atomic number is same, there is no question of placing them in different slots. So this problem of Mendeleev's periodic table is also rectified. Another problem of Mendeleev's periodic table was between two successive elements, the difference of atomic mass was uneven. That means there was always a possibility of finding one new element and placing that element between the existing setup. This problem actually has been solved in the modern periodic table. Why? Because modern periodic table makes use of atomic number. Atomic number Z increases by 1 unit. That means if you think about hydrogen and helium, hydrogen's atomic number is 1, helium's atomic number is 2. So the difference between these two of their atomic number is of just 1 unit. Think about the next element. Next element would be lithium. Its atomic number is 3. So the difference of atomic number between helium and lithium is also of 1 unit. One more thing. As you know, atomic number is nothing but it is the number of protons. So here, hydrogen has 1 proton, helium has got 2 protons, and lithium, as its atomic number is 3, we can say in its nucleus there are 3 protons. So definitely there cannot be any element which would contain say 1.5 protons. So therefore we can say that between hydrogen and helium there won't be any other element that is possible in future even. Another limitation of Mendeleev's periodic table was about the position of hydrogen. Actually, Mendeleev erroneously kept hydrogen in the first group. As you know that hydrogen has got certain properties similar to alkali metals, and some properties of hydrogen are similar to halogens. So therefore it was anomalous to place hydrogen in the first group, because some properties of hydrogen are even similar to halogen. Now, how is this problem solved in modern periodic table? See, the behavior of hydrogen is still similar. It shows properties similar to alkali metals as well as halogens. So, modern periodic table, how does it solve this problem? It has not given any fixed position to hydrogen. You may wonder, sir, we remembered the mnemonic of first group as Halina ki rab se faryad, and hydrogen we memorized in first group. And you are saying hydrogen is not given any fixed position in modern periodic table. Why this dichotomy? So actually let me tell you, if you would check modern periodic table in detail in your textbook, you will find hydrogen in a separate box. Means hydrogen will be placed in a box, and then after remaining elements like lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium will come. You will find this gap between hydrogen and lithium. Even while we were discussing a modern periodic table in lecture number 1, 2 and 3, if you would go and check that video, you will find out that between hydrogen and lithium there was a red line. That means hydrogen is not actually a part of first group, even though just for the sake of simplicity we have remembered elements like that. So this is how the limitations of Mendeleev's periodic table are addressed by modern periodic table. In the next video lecture, we are going to talk about the relation between electronic configuration of elements and their position in modern periodic table. Dear parents and students, if earlier you were not able to ring the bell icon of our YouTube channel, then there is a solution to this problem. First of all, you have to unsubscribe from YouTube channel of AB School Navsari. Then subscribe again. This time the bell icon will appear differently. Click on all and congratulations. Now you will be able to receive all the notifications as and when AB School Navsari uploads a fresh new YouTube video.